how they keep you poor, and you don't even know it. This video will change the way you see money forever. Stay until the end, because the last part is the one they really don't want you to hear. Leopard works hard, saves money, does everything right, and yet every single year he ends up with less than he started. Who is doing this to Leopard? And more importantly, are they doing it to you too? In the next 10 minutes we're going to expose 5 forces that are quietly draining your wealth every single day. The Federal Reserve, Wall Street, credit card companies, the media, and your own government. Let's go. Force number 1. The Federal Reserve, the institution that controls the price of money itself. When the Fed prints money, your savings lose value. Not because you did anything wrong, because they decided to. Since 2008, the Fed has printed more money than in the entire previous history of the United States. The result? The dollar has lost over 20% of its purchasing power in just the last 4 years. Leopard's savings account is bleeding. Slowly, quietly, every single day. Here's the science. According to a 2023 Federal Reserve report, the bottom 50% of Americans hold only 2.5% of total wealth. The top 1% hold 30%. This isn't an accident. This is a system. And the Fed is the engine of that system. Leopard hears this and thinks, okay, I'll just invest my money. Simple solution. But wait. Because force number 2 was waiting for him on Wall Street. And Wall Street has been playing this game for a very long time. Force number 2. Wall Street. The average actively managed fund underperforms the S&P 500 index over a 20-year period. This is not an opinion. This is documented by S&P's own SPIVA report. You're paying someone to lose your money professionally. Wall Street charges management fees, performance fees, transaction fees, hidden fees. According to a Vanguard study, a 1% annual fee over 30 years can cost you 28% of your total investment returns. Leopard is paying for someone else's Porsche. And it gets worse. High-frequency trading firms execute trades in microseconds. By the time Leopard clicks buy, the price has already moved against him. A 2019 study in the Journal of Finance found that retail investors consistently lose to algorithmic traders. Every single time. Okay, says Leopard. No more Wall Street. I'll just spend carefully and save. But force number 3 is already in his wallet. Credit card companies. And they have been engineering your spending behavior for decades. The average credit card interest rate in the United States just hit 21.5%. This is the highest level in recorded history. But Visa and MasterCard don't advertise that. They advertise cashback rewards, travel points, and VIP lounges. Leopard is paying 21% to feel special. According to the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, total U.S. credit card debt hit $1.13 trillion in 2024. A record. And delinquency rates, people who can't pay, are rising faster than at any point since the 2008 financial crisis. The trap is working perfectly. Here's the behavioral science behind it. A 2001 MIT study by Dražen Prelec and Duncan Symester proved that people spend up to 100% more when paying with credit cards versus cash. The physical pain of losing money is removed. Leopard doesn't feel it leaving. Until the bill arrives. Leopard puts down the credit card. Good. But now he turns on the TV. And force number 4 walks right into his living room. The financial media. CNBC, Bloomberg, Forbes. They are not here to make you rich. They are here to keep you watching. A 2016 study published in the Journal of Finance analyzed CNBC's Mad Money stock recommendations over 14 years. The result? Following their advice produced returns significantly below the market average. But the show is still running. Because clicks pay better than returns. The media profits from your fear and your greed. Market crash headlines get more clicks than everything is fine headlines. So they manufacture urgency. They manufacture panic. And Leopard, sitting at home, watching the red tickers, makes emotional decisions with his life savings. Nobel Prize winner Daniel Kahneman proved in his research that humans feel the pain of losing money twice as intensely as the pleasure of gaining it. The media knows this. They weaponize it. Every single day. Leopard turns off the TV. Smart move. But he can't escape force number 5. Because this one follows him everywhere. His own government. And the national debt is now the most important number Leopard has never looked at. The United States national debt is over $34 trillion. That is $100,000 for every single American citizen. Including Leopard. Including you. And it grows by approximately $1 trillion every 100 days. This is not political. This is mathematics. How does the government pay this debt? 3 ways. They raise taxes. They cut services. Or they inflate the currency. All 3 hurt Leopard. And according to the Congressional Budget Office, interest payments on the debt will exceed the entire U.S. defense budget by 2025. And here's where it gets really dark. A 2023 IMF working paper found that when governments carry debt above 90% of GDP, which the U.S. has done since 2010, economic growth slows by an average of 1.2% per year. Permanently, Leopard's future is being mortgaged. Right now. So let's recap. The Fed is inflating away your savings. Wall Street is charging you to underperform. Credit card companies engineered you to overspend. The media is manipulating your emotions. And your government is borrowing from your future. 5 forces. 1 target. You. But here's what's interesting. None of this is a conspiracy. It's not a secret meeting in a dark room. It's just 5 separate systems, each optimized for their own survival, and your poverty is simply a byproduct. Leopard isn't being targeted. He's just not being protected. The system only works on you if you're unaware of it. Financial literacy is the only weapon that works against all 5 forces simultaneously. And right now, according to a 2023 FINRA study, only 34% of Americans can pass a basic financial literacy test. That's the trap. That's why you're staying poor. Not because you're lazy, but because nobody taught you the rules. The Fed prints, Wall Street charges, and you were never supposed to know. But now you do. Don't be a leopard. Be the one who woke up. Grab the essential ebooks and investor tools from the link below to escape the trap and start your own game.